here I am at the Yuma Territorial Prison Park. Here we have the Yuma wetlands, because there's actual river over there. Colorado River before the dams. Used to flood here all the time. As you can see, since the dams now control the flooding, it's no longer an issue. Positive impact by the dams. 1905. Who knows what river creatures might have been impacted by it, because I'm sure in 1905 there wasn't a whole lot being done. Today. Oh. Wildlife refuge. Crossing into history. Okay. The park. Okay. 1875. Prison authorized. Opens in 1876. First female convict. And first escape in 1778. Water reservoir constructed. Electricity brought in 1884. Guard tower built. Hospital established. 4 convicted. They had a riot. 4 convicts dead. 1 wounded. Women's cells built. Equality. Library drug out of dug in the cell wall. Full hard sentence, 5 years. The yard's open. Serve time. I don't know who those 2 are. Hospital, mess hall burns. So that's the guard tower. Obviously there we're going. So museum built. Squatters evicted in 1939. They use it for prisons. Depression era victims use prison for housing. Drinking water, life of the desert. It's built on top of water tanks. Oh, okay, so underneath it are water tanks to stop the evaporation. Come on, we're getting up there. Over to you. Ooh, nice view. Years ago, the Colorado and Gallerillas at the base of the prison hill, floodplain below seasonally filled with waters. Native Americans grew crops after the water receded. Success on the unpredictable flooding. Okay. Nice grand view here. The original wall was made of wood. Then an 18-foot high wall was built outside of that because it was just wooden one. The electrical wires were hydroelectric, so they were very green back then. Okay. What is this? This is the that's the museum. $1875. Yep, in the Southwest you don't get regular lawn, you just get rock lawn. Please, no smoking, blah 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 blah, no problem. Oh, that feels good. Oh good, I was hoping they'd have some exactly what these people were. Who brought the prison to Yuma? Mayor of Yuma. Died of smallpox. Territorial home. 3,000 prisoners, 29 women. Home to murderers, thieves, bank robbers, adulterers, polygamists. I don't know. Polygamy just sentenced to jail. Seems like a lot. Hellhole. Instinct and a brutal punishment, suffering heat. Oof. Prison's insufferable heat made the place an inferno, surrounded by rivers, quicksand, and desert in all directions. Snake death, ball and chains as a standard punishment. Tuberculosis is number one killer. Impossible to endure, more impossible to escape. They called it the country club locally because it had a lot of modern amenities. Electricity, ventilation, sanitation, 2 bathtubs, library. They even taught. They taught the inmates Spanish and German. Yeah, the superintendents over its... it's really only open 30 years. Convicted of Mexican revolutionaries. Worked for Oriental Blood, killed by Billy Kramer of the Classroom, killed his girlfriend in a drunken rage. Documented lightning speed and accuracy with 6 guns. The fastest gun. Some prisoners. Robbery. I guess he was here. Harry, Samuel Gray. 5 years, second-degree burglary. 17 for fighting. Burglary. Cowboy. 5 years, first-degree burglary. Sentenced to 6 months and and a $10 fine for uttering attempt to pass a forged obligation securities. Counterfeiting. Burglary. Mormon prisoner. Mockery, travesty, and injustice. His 2 wives. 20 kids. Served 6 months in prison. More prisoners. Manslaughter. Disposing, giving, selling, and disposing of liquor to an Indian. Jesus Christ. Transferred for manslaughter. In prison, 20 years for murder, forgery, assault. Sentenced to prison for a crime of forgery. Let's see here. Minor, larceny, burglary, robbery, manslaughter, murder, assault, commit murder, assault with a deadly weapon, robbery. Yeah, this guy was stopped the riot, so he got a pardon. He had a life sentence. He was fatally shot just a few years later. Okay. That wasn't the Gates riot. 4 inmates seized control of the superintendent, and they were holding him off until that guy rescued him. There were 29 women here, and established liberal Mexican opposed dictator jailed for Yuma for violations of the Neutrality Act. He was a Mexican revolutionary. The one guy who was executed here. Weight used to stretch. Oh. The Tombstone connection. Welcome to Tombstone. Brothers in crime. The escapes. They don't know. A lot of them ran off on work detail. See here, total 139 from inside 39. While en route to the prison, 10 from outside on work detail, the vast majority. Failed attempts, 96. Killed while trying, 8. Involved attacks. Most attempts by one person, 4. 42 escapes. They don't know how, if any of them, like, when they escaped and got outside the prison walls, if they died of, they don't know if they would died in the desert. Nobody knows. High criminals. Prison reform. Bad girls of the West. The women who were sentenced here. Burglary, grand larceny, felony, arson, adultery. Receiving stolen goods, selling liquor to Indians. How's selling liquor to Indians? Bad girls, what you gonna do? Manslaughter. Robbery, arson, grand larceny, receiving stolen property. Assault with a deadly weapon. Oh, crime of passion. That makes sense. They had a hospital here. Part of why they were a country club. So here I am on the cell block. These would be what the cells were like. Could hold 240 prisoners. Each cell was 9 by 12. It could hold up to 6 prisoners. And there was room, the trusted prisoners could sleep in the hallway. Oh, okay. 1902, they got a hospital. Jesus Christ. 6 people in that? Oof. We call that inhumane nowadays. Yeah, they would say this was like a living hell, especially in the heat. It'd be like an oven. So it drove some of them mad. They had electricity. Age distribution. Oh, there you go. Habits. Temperate. Used tobacco. Non-used tobacco. Used opium or drugs. Ethnic background. Nativity. Religion. Mostly Catholics. Unknown. Oh, there were some Buddhists here. 1971. Okay, they used to let you into these cells, apparently. I was just wondering if any of the graffiti was from way back then. Whew. That's what I want to see, the dark cell. This is like their solitary confinement. Oh, you can't see nothing here. Okay. Let's see how well this comes out. You can see, this was hauled out for basically their solitary confinement. Right here was a cell, 15 by 15, where they would put the, oh, there's a bat. Okay, there's the air hole, which they say sometimes they would drop scorpions or whatnot down on it. That's a bat. Oh no! Yeah. Are there any other bats in here? Whatever. A couple days, sometimes you'd be in there for 10 days in pitch black, almost pitch blackness the whole time. Here's where the library would be. Man, it's not even midday and I'm sweating. I'm like, I couldn't imagine just sitting in the new yard. The yard was constructed in 1900 to relieve overcrowding. These entrances to the library was closed. From the library, okay. This is where they expanded it. got one cell open. Prisoner statistics. Yeah, they already had one. Oh, these were the new cells. A little more comfort with two escape artists. Escape never to be seen again. They don't know if they died. They were able to break out of the dark cell. Not knowing how they got out of the cell, scaled the prison wall, the aid of a rope or a ladder. They don't know they got out and never seen it again. So maybe they lived a very quiet life the rest of the time, or they died in the desert. Oh, this would be where the infirmary would be, where their hospital was. Having a cushy. That would be the dark cell. 15 by 15, I believe. And sometimes in the dark cell, you'd be in there with other prisoners, they said in the little movie. So you could be 2 or 3 of you in here in almost complete total darkness, probably just sitting at different corners. Whew. Let my people go. I don't know what that is. Oi! That's how it looked. That's the guard tower. The walls are obviously gone. Gatling gun. I have a Gatling gun here. Well, I kind of like visiting prison. It's kind of nice. You know, kind of see how it was, I mean, with the technology of the day, I mean, it seems like incredibly cruel to us, but hey, probably 100 years from now, what we did, I mean, considered incredibly cruel too. So, try and put yourself in their perspective. You had to do something. I like it. It's not like an all-day kind of deal you could spend here, but it's worthwhile to like an hour or so, and it's pretty cheap, and you get a nice view. Yeah, you can even come here and have lunch. I wonder what it's like when it's like in wintertime when the temperature is a lot less. Yeah, they had a Gatling gun on there. I still can't believe it. They had like prison, you know, a Gatling gun. You think that was a little bit much. Go out there. Out there. Huh. Whew. This is Colorado crossing. It said Yuma was the gateway to the southwest Southern California. So, all right, Yuma National Prison Museum.